Good afternoon. I'm Jose, owner of Joe's Family Law, located in Orange County, California.
So we have a mutual agreement between both parties. Instead of hiring an attorney, can I use a paralegal?
In fact, it is amazing or unfortunate. I shouldn't use the word amazing, unfortunate. How many cases we see that the parties didn't want to use an attorney. I cannot blame them. Why waste the money to an attorney? They utilize a paralegal. But 3 years later, 5 years later, 30 years later, parties come back because one partner is not happy. They consult with an attorney. The attorney will show what is deficient in their filing and they will reopen the case. When you're trying to save maybe a $2,000 or a $5,000, they have no knowledge about the headache that comes with utilizing the paralegal. Can you imagine 30 years later, 10 years later, you will have to now spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, or you may lose a lot of money. Many examples can happen. Just one example. People think we agreed. Why do I have to disclose everything? Any one item that they didn't disclose, or they didn't keep a copy of the disclosure, and the other party will say they never disclosed it. Any item that is not disclosed or can reopen the case. Another example, they forgot to mention a retirement that may only have limited money. Now they reopen the case. You have to pay the attorney fees for the other side and give maybe 100% of your retirement. We can talk about example after examples of the challenges people face when they use a paralegal. Now, you have no children. You are making less than 30,000. It's a short-term marriage. The risk is very minimal. If you have assets, if you have an income, then it is always better to consult with an attorney and at bare minimum have an attorney on your side, still use the paralegal and the attorney look through the documents. That peace of mind is well worth the investment. At Joe's Family Law, we take pride in helping people settle the case, but do it the right way.